Tell me, so did you get to meet MJ in person?
Fans live for games like this one.
And a peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. These two teams love to share the ball. Now, Doris, you were a gifted passer, a conference assist leader. What makes a great playmaker?
Well, look at Brian Anderson doing his homework on his partner here. I think, obviously, you have to have some vision. You've got to have a handle to be able to get to the spots you want to on the floor, to deliver the pass at the appropriate angle. But maybe most importantly, you have to have a desire to make your teammates better.
Well, as the saying goes, got to give the people what they want. MP is looking to reward his hometown fans' dedication by putting on a show. And most importantly, bringing home a win. Not just tonight, but he's determined to win a ton here at home.
Well, it's still way too early to make a final judgment on MP's goal, but so far it hasn't gone according to his plan. If he's as committed to protecting home court as he stated, then he needs to show more heart and hustle. I mean, he's got to be the one to set the tone for his team.
And the Oklahoma City starting five. Dort and Holmgren. A lot of defense at the 3 and the 4 for him. Cason Wallace out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Williams in at the center position. And for an update on MP, let's send it over to Allie.
BA, I asked MP how they'd be approaching home games this season, and he said, I told my guys, we have to do better this year, period. When the game is in our house, we owe it to our fans to win it. Guys, I can get the feeling this isn't going to be an easy stop on the road for anyone.
Nope, and MP always working for the people, Allie. Now here's Wallace, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
Well, Doris, Chet Holmgren was one of the more highly touted guys coming into the league in a long time.
He was, BA, and he has lived up to the billing. At that size, to be able to shoot the ball, put it on the deck, be a force at the rim defensively. But maybe his best attribute, he is a tough competitor.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Now guarded by MP. Here's Dort. The layup off target.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
MP outside. Unloads from 13. It's good.
You have to be willing to take the mid-range, folks. It makes your game that much more dynamic. MP showing you he's got that.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Knocks down the triple.
Yeah, that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
The Lakers have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Good on the shot.
MP clearly put a lot of time into that floater. Boy, that one was pretty.
Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
They get the rebound. That one goes. Count it.
Yeah, refusing to let the possession end, making sure they convert. LeBron James with a big-time finish.
Ooh, poked away. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. All right, a chance to check out stats for MP.
Over his last 10 games, his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better. He looks very confident from deep. There's no doubt he's got the green light to shoot from it. Coaching staff.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
And that one, the other team could not keep up with them offensively. They were prolific.
Well, let's give some credit to the coaching staff as well, recognizing the weaknesses in that defense and going after each one of them.
Now here's Dort. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Oh, they get a hand on it.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Lakers trail by 4. MP outside. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. MP's gotten his third basket of the night.
Oh, my. Powering through the contact. MP just went to work on them in the paint.
A minute 39 left in the first quarter of the game. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Bucks was a man on a mission. He picked up 38 points and hit a high percentage from the floor and from the line. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, BA. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
Pass to MP. 52 seconds left to play in the first. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Here's Dort. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
Listen, that is all you can do defensively. Lou Dort at times is just going to make tough shots.
Here's MP. And he makes it. MP's got 8. Oklahoma City's gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Dort. Outside, Williams. Pass to Holmgren. Shot clock at 5. Tries again. Rebounded by Lopez.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
And here's MP from outside. Oh, another miss by MP. Puts up a deep 3. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Thunder leading by a point, and the second quarter is on its way when we return. Getting ready for the Lakers. Lopez, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. James comes in for Aldama. MP's checked in for Powell. And Austin Reeves is subbed in for Milton. A big group substitution here for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Sharp. Holmgren comes in for Jang. Lou Dort, he's checked in for Wiggins. And it's Wallace in for Joe. Taking a look at the Thunder. Dort and Holmgren. A lot of defense at the 3 and the 4. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Cason Wallace. And it's Williams in at the 5. Dort, the pass to Williams. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's good. 2 points. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 in the quarter.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead. Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Now here's Holmgren. 18 points separating these teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Here's MP. And the 18-footer right on the mark. MP's got 10 points.
Wow, the passing skills on full display. LeBron James once again orchestrating like a maestro.
That's 2 fouls in as many quarters. He may have to adjust his approach now.
Norman Powell, he's checked in for Luka Doncic. And also a switch here for Oklahoma City. Joe's checked in. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
Outside Reeves. On the wing, MP. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. 12 points for him.
Well, the catch-and-shoot game is definitely in the bag of MP.
Floats one up. Getting it done inside. MP. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, and the foul called on MP. That's his third foul. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder out in front by 19 going into the break. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Thanks for being with us. First off, how about we start with an update on the All-Star?
I think we have a good idea of who's going to make it. But a couple of bubble dudes who have said they really want this either need to step up or they're getting left out.
FOMO is powerful motivation.
Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
They're going to the arc, drilling shots, making it look simple, even by today's standards.
Yeah, you'd think a defense now. Glad you could join us. Ryan.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Austin Reeves out there with Luka Doncic. And it's MP. Then there's LeBron James. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Doris, you talk about a guy who forces you to play at his pace. Here's for Los Angeles. Vanderbilt's checked in for Lopez. Aldama comes in for James. And MP subbed in for Reeves. So Oklahoma City going with almost an entire new group here. Sharp, he's checked in for Williams. Wiggins comes in for Holmgren. Joe's checked in for Dort. And Topic is subbed in for Wallace. Here's MP. Sharp grabs the miss. Sharp's got 6 rebounds in the game.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
On the court for the Thunder, Isaiah Joe is out there with Aaron Wiggins. Then there's Sharp, then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Topic in at the 2-guard spot.
In full-on catch-up mode, they're raining threes right now.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And Doris, no doubt about it. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an absolute monster on him. On the wing, Reeves. Back to MP with the floater. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Holmgren. The ball's knocked loose. Outside for Dort. 4-3. The Lakers with a rebound. James has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's MP. And again, the Lakers no good. Thunder leading by 11. Here's Wallace, and he slams it in one-handed.
I think we can say that shot is well within his range.
Yeah, let's hope so. MP, the pass to Doncic. Back to MP.
Yes, gritty stuff there by MP. Now, he knew he was going to get hit.
Second team. At the line for 2.
No good on that one. Good on the second one.
You know, it's no secret that MP is a confident guy. But what I really like is that most of the time he lets his play do the talking for him.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Doncic pulls down the board. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now. MP gets it Terrific go through contact.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 for 10 in the fourth. Gilgeous-Alexander, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, this guy is an absolute force of nature on the offensive end. SGA, I don't know what the defense is going to do with you.
Oh, MP showing the big range.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
This guy is such an explosive athlete. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander goes straight to the cup.
And the shot goes. MP's got 11 points in the quarter. A minute 20 left in the fourth. Oklahoma City leading by 9. And the foul called on MP. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
That's a tough walk back to the shower.
And so Oklahoma City takes this one, and by a big margin. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
We can get that one back next time.
At least you get some extra rest tonight. They're a good team, but we got you. So we're going to win.
These are the games you have to win to be taken seriously.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the loss. Should be a lot of great ball movement tonight, RJ. These teams love sharing the wealth out there. And you get...
I love it, Kevin. As a player, it's always great to see a team functioning as a unit. Fans love to see everyone get involved.
Something we've been watching closely is MP's promise to get the win in home games this season. He's been very vocal about wanting to deliver for these fans.
And while that goal is nice, the results have not matched his intentions. I know MP wants to turn their recent struggles at home into a teachable moment and show his guys that they can turn it around for the fans. We'll see if they can right the ship tonight.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. The guards are Pritchard and White. Brown out there with Wagner. And it's Porzingis in its center. Good D by Lopez. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, Kevin, Los Angeles' head coach gave me a few minutes. Now, we talked about the difficulty of trying to contain a player like Jaylen Brown. Coach said we can't let him gain confidence and feel like he can do whatever he wants. That's when you get into trouble. Now it's up to the players to make sure this doesn't happen. Guys?
Thank you, David.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
There's Brown with the three. Boston again missing.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
RJ last season, LeBron passed 40,000 career points. Do you think we'll ever see someone get even close to that number again?
Probably not, Kevin. Not in my lifetime. You have to understand, you're going to have to score 25 points a game for 20-plus seasons to even have a chance. LeBron, he's one-on-one. And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Fires for three. Drills the three-pointer. Brown's got 5 now.
There is zero hesitation from Brown. This man is always ready to fire.
Here's MP. Rebounded by the Celtics. Their last encounter was in Boston.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
And you can tell how important having depth is for them. Sometimes it's the difference between a win and a loss.
And the basket by MP.
The desire to win, it fuels MP. He doesn't let anything get in his way.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Boston making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. This is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of the NBA's top defenders down low. The league's leaders in rejections this month. Third is Porzingis.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
Wagner wide open. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. And so Doncic will bring it up for Los Angeles. 3-point lead. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Yeah, your second unit, those reserves, they can swing a game.
And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Celtics trail by 9. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them. Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Celtics have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game. Hauser the pass to Brown. Here's Hauser. No good on that one. On the court for the Celtics. White in at shooting guard with Brown playing small forward. And there's Porzingis, and it's Hauser in at the 4 spot.
MP looking confident from there. The defense has to at least respect his jump shot.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against the Spurs was all business. He had 27 points, and he was dominant at the offensive end with a high field goal percentage as well. He completely took over that game with his play. We'll see what he does this time around. Guys?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
MP against White, and MP with the basket on the assist by LeBron.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And the three off target.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And he makes that one.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Brown outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Brown's got 10 points in the game.
Yet another thing that makes Brown so difficult to guard. He is exceptional off the dribble.
Tries from the block. Misses off the left iron. Boston trailing. Here's Pritchard. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. The kick out to Brown. No good on the triple. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Reeves against White. Over in the corner, Brown. That doesn't go either for Brown. LA's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. MP. Shot is good off the back rim and in. He's got 17.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively. And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Pass to Brown. Plenty of space. And he gets the bucket. Brown's got 5 points in the quarter.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
The three from MP. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Lakers ahead, up by 1. 2K Sports. Back in a moment here in Los Angeles.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Come on. They're thinking about the shot.
Greetings. First off, some updates for you as we take a look at our all-star voting totals.
You can almost taste All-Star Weekend, the celebrations on and off the court. Shaq, you know all about that. Let me hear some memories.
It's like Vegas.
And taking a look back now at the first half of play, the Lakers find themselves in a tight one.
Their offense is flowing.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
What stuck out to me was how easily he read the defense and found those cracks for his guys to exploit.
James is out there with MP. Then there's Doncic. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Laker 5.
shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Richard, when you talk about Jaylen Brown, many scouts felt he'd never be a #1 level option offensively. But he's proven some people wrong.
Kevin, many scouts have been wrong many times. The question has been answered. He wasn't a great shooter when he first came into the league, and his ball handling also needed to improve. But now, both of those are strengths in his game.
The three. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got his 4th rebound in this one. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, we can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his 2nd personal foul. First team foul.
Celtics trail by 3. Over in the corner, Brown. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Brown's got 15 points.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
The 3 from MP. Another miss by MP.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him. And they have started out this quarter shooting just 20%. Let's just say this is not the way they wanted to open the second half. After a tremendous first quarter, 3 trays, he's put in another.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
T-shirt time. Let's see who won one. Let's go crazy.
Great, you look at today's point guards. So many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
Here's Pritchard. Busted. No good that time either. Lakers leading by 3. Doncic kicks to MP. Lets it go from the wing. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And that's now 24 points for MP.
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
Porzingis sets the pick for Brown. A putback, Porzingis on the follow.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
MP, no good.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
Another miss by MP. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. And White kicks to Brown. That doesn't go either for Brown. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. James absolutely owning the inside.
In the paint, LeBron James is capable of running right over the defender. That is athletic.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
Back to MP. Lets it go from 14. And Boston with the rebound. Wagner's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's White. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And Derek White, he's one of the most valuable guards, Richard, in the NBA.
White can play the one. He can shoot the ball. Plus, he is an all-league defender. So Derek White gives you everything you want in your backcourt, proving he's more than just a go-to scorer. Brown also loves swinging the ball to open teammates.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
We need to rise up, get fouled, the Lakers.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Santi Aldama's checked in for Lopez. Powell comes in for Austin Reeves. And it's Shake Milton in for Doncic. .112 left to play in the third. Here's Aldama. And Aldama slams it in.
Flashing some of his passing potential. MP with the dime.
104 left in the third quarter. Down low. To the left side wing. Here's Hauser. Pops one in from the wing. Hauser's got 13.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
MP. And he can't bank that one in. The Celtics with the lead. White down low. MP's there. And it's White missing. The Lakers shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. And that one, good.
And he's stroking it well, but he just hasn't shown the aggressiveness that they need out of him. Probably in front by more if he was taking more shots.
Brown wide open. He fires. The three-pointer, no good. Los Angeles has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third.
You see it mature beyond his years. MP sees the opening, does not hesitate.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
He's off on the second.
It wasn't perfect, but it was enough to give them the lead.
Here's White. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. 9 points in the game so far. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
And the foul called on MP. That's his third foul of the game.
Third personal foul. Second team. Coming into the fourth for your Lakers. Number 23, LeBron James.
Here's Pritchard. Nailed from three-point land. Pritchard's got his third bucket of the night. Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for Boston. His production has been flowing. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
All right, fans, this is the fourth quarter, which means you need to get up.
Substitution here for the Lakers. Brook Lopez is checked in for Vanderbilt. LeBron comes in for Santi Aldama. MP's checked in for Powell. And it's Austin Reeves in for Shake Milton. On the court for the Celtics, the guards are Pritchard and White. Porzingis is out there with Wagner. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. Celtics trail by 6. Pass to Wagner. And again, unable to change momentum here.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
MP gets it to drop right over the defense.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And the foul called on MP. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
His fourth personal foul. We'll see how the coaching staff handles this.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Brown. And James pulls it down. LeBron's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. MP left side. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. MP's got the lead up to 10 now for Los Angeles. Now White shoots the 3. Offensive rebound. Porzingis can't hit.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Brown feeling it out a bit to the right side. Pritchard. His three-pointers off the mark. Lakers leading by 10. A three from MP. MP, the triple is down the hatch.
And that shows the skill level of MP. The pull-up is a tough shot to master.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team.
Welcome to the floor, the legendary, fantastic Lakers.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. White, wide open, he fires. And two free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on LeBron James.
These are the little nuances in Brown's game. He has become an elite scorer.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
They have found a lot of success in transition, running at every opportunity and getting points before the defense can get set.
That's been all night long. And also dominating the offensive boards, and that's been winning them a lot of extra looks at the hoop.
First free throw is good. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Every team in this league wants a Jaylen Brown, a tremendous two-way wing, and boy, Brown can put up giant offensive numbers.
And a deep three from Doncic. Rebounded by the Celtics. Porzingis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Shot is good in the Los Angeles leads, cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from White. And so Doncic will bring it up for Los Angeles. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge. There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Lakers.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
Important. With this win, they split the season series at a game apiece and also avoid the sweep. And that has to be a relief.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Doncic outside. Porzingis with the steal. Pass to Brown. There's Wagner with the three. And James pulls it down. Over in the corner, Doncic. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. MP, no good. Here are the Celtics with the ball. down by 12. Let's hit 5 from 18. White, good. Here's MP. Los Angeles with another miss. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they...
Another game, another win. Back to work tomorrow.
They talk the talk, but you walk the walk.
And our next All-Star is MP. No surprise there. This guy's really turning it on the first half of the season, having an amazing season so far.
And the cool thing is, like, he's been especially...
That's a solid team out there. You guys will have to bring it.
We still have tickets available. If you want to come to additional Laker home games, be sure to visit our website or at the nearest ticket booth for additional information.
And out on the floor, shaking off the pregame jitters, these guys, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for spending Sunday evening with us. This is that grinded out part of the year, Grant. Everyone just fighting through it.
No question, BA. And it's not just physically exhausting. You're trying to focus on every game, every possession. This is where your leaders can help keep everyone focused.
And one thing we've been keeping track of here, MP's not in my house declaration. He wants them to be the best home team in this league.
Yeah, and so far the results have not exactly been what MP or these fans had hoped for based on MP's promises. They wanted to be a truly dominant home team, but they've seemed like one of the easier road trip stops lately. But hey, plenty of games to play. MP can and needs to be a big part of helping his team turn their home record around starting tonight.
And here's the starting group for the New York Knicks. We've got Mikal Bridges. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Josh Okogie. And it's Brunson in at the point. Okogie, the pass to Brunson. Back to Towns. Let's go with a three. The rebound by MP.
Boy, they are frigid right now. Failing to connect on their first 4 attempts.
Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, BA. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
The Knicks have gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. Foul called on MP. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Brunson outside. Sinks it from distance.
And finally, a made shot. They look a little relieved after that one.
Here's MP. And he can't bank that one in.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Okogie, the pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
How about this combo, guys? Part super athlete, part contortionist. Towns continues to impress.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Down low. To the middle. And it's powered home by Towns.
Big Cat says, take that.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. And again, the Lakers, no good.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
That one's good for 2.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Timberwolves was outstanding. He had 46 points, and he didn't need a ton of extra possessions to get to that total. A game that nobody will soon forget, that's for sure. How is he going to follow that up tonight? We'll see, guys.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see. Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
The Knicks have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Pass to Okogie. Bridges outside. Outside Hart. Launches a 3. That's good from Bridges on the assist from Hart.
Yeah, canning it from the corner isn't as easy as Bridges made it look that time.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Getting ready for the Lakers. And there's a minute 45 left in the second period. New York again can't hit. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one. It'll be the second of 3 straight games on their home floor. So on the floor for New York, Jalen Brunson is out there with Miles McBride. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Okogie in at the 3.
And the find by Brunson, more than capable of running the offense.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Lopez can't hit.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Strawther's checked in for New York. Knicks trail by 17. And the foul called on MP. That'll be a second foul of the game.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet,
Second
but
team.
something to keep an eye on.
Josh Hart's checked in for New York. Mikal Bridges comes in for Strother. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first half. Brunson misses.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
20 feet out. Uses the glass to drop it in. MP's got 9 points.
Taking what the defense gives him. MP operating right in the middle of the court.
Pass to Bridges. To the paint. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels. Already he's looking at his third foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the third quarter.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to it. free throw shooting.
The first one falls.
And each year, Brunson seems to get better. And that...
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers leading by 17 at the end of the period. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Guys, I want to talk about something else for just a second. Is it me, or have the alternative jerseys around the league gotten a little too creative?
I wish you wear an alternative jersey every once in a while, Ernie.
Yeah, man. You know, your threads are getting a little bit stale. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what's up with this? I just asked a basketball question, and now it's a personal attack. I'm done with you two. And turning back to our first half, things going well. Extremely well for the Lakers.
Well, we all saw it. They've blown this game wide open with the three-point shot. The defense is scrambling, but look, this is where they felt they could get their points.
Yeah, teaching floor spacing 101. We'll see what class is like coming out of intermission. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. MP really making a difference here.
Hey, when it comes to making the big plays, sometimes it's not the guys you'd expect. So far, he's really stepped up.
Yeah, he has, and he's really been a difference maker so far, and it wouldn't surprise me if they look his way a bit more to end this game.
NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Grant. Is the league too offensive at the moment, do you think?
Well, we know that people scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
Austin Reeves out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's MP, then there's Brook Lopez, and it's James in at the 4. That's the Laker 5. To the inside. And it's powered home by Towns.
Look, how do you come up with a strategy to defend Towns on a night like this? I'm anxious to see you try.
Doncic against Brunson. Fires from deep. They get it again. Los Angeles leading by 13. Here's James. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. James has got 7 points in the game.
Boy, this team is comfortable with Reeves running the show. He's an excellent decision maker.
And it's powered home by Towns.
He's doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
From undrafted to closing games with LeBron and AD, Austin Reeves, what a story, Clark.
It really is a great story. I mean, this guy has just continued to prove the doubters wrong. Nobody's going to outcompete him. He's fearless. He's got great skill. Doesn't lack for confidence either. He's one of my favorite players to watch.
Here's MP. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
It's stolen by Doncic. Here we go, all alone. Up the floor. LeBron fires one down.
In attack mode. We've seen this from James now for what, 2 decades?
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Brunson passes to Hart. The 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. MP scanning the floor. Misses off the left iron.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, "I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning." Ryan, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Alec. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Los Angeles making a change here. Powell's checked in. Looking now at some numbers for Luka Doncic.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Reeves. And here's Lopez. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Powell. Okogie pulls down the board. Okogie's got 5 rebounds in the game. It's Bridges on the wing. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
And why go away from it?
For Los Angeles, Vanderbilt's checked in for Lopez. Aldama comes in for LeBron. And MP subbed in for Powell. Strawther's checked in. For New York, McBride comes in for Jalen Brunson. New York trailing, so on the floor for the Knicks. Josh Okogie is out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Miles McBride. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Strawther in at the shooting guard position. To take the lead. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Doncic passes to MP. He hits the back iron and sinks it. And the Lakers lead by 4.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one. Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having. He's cooking with grease. He's got... things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
This is how you force a defense to collapse. Kick the ball right inside.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. And they got called for a 5-second violation.
Only 1 turnover in the first half. He's been sloppy with the ball since.
Some changes now for the Lakers. Brook Lopez comes in for Vanderbilt. And LeBron subbed in for Aldama. Bridges, he's checked in for New York. Jalen Brunson comes in for McBride. Pass to Bridges. Ooh, too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
And the thing I've seen that I've really been impressed by is they've gotten everybody involved. Unselfishly making that extra pass, getting that ball to the right guy at the right time for the good shot.
That free throw good from Brunson.
In a close game, it's great to have guys you can count on to knock down free throws.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Knocks it down from distance.
I mean, towards the end of the game, you want Brunson out there, and he can do some special things for you.
Here's MP. And it's Brunson with the rebound. For New York, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Down low. And there's Towns on the assist from Brunson. And now a 4-point New York lead.
Big bucket for him there. Towns happy to put the team on his broad back when he's needed most.
Will it go? The drive by MP. That's in! To the hard way for MP.
What a bucket for MP. He's so hungry to own these big moments.
1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Brunson from the arc. Rebound, the Lakers. Lopez has got 4 rebounds now. Back to MP. 17-foot shot on the way. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. New York has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Bridges misses. And James has got the ball here for the Lakers. Here's Reeves outside. The shot's good on the assist. By James. James has got 3 assists now in this one. Here's New York. They trail by 1. And a foul called on MP. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Second team.
1:14 left in the fourth quarter. Towns for 3. That one no good. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Here's Doncic, and it's in.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Good on the first, and that brings him within 2 here. Both free throws good from Brunson. 56 seconds left to play in the fourth. Pass to Lopez. James with the ball. Lopez, the screen. It falls!
Well, they're having major trouble dealing with LeBron.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over the last break I listened to Tom Thibodeau address the team. Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Bridges passes to Brunson. 3-pointer. The rebound by MP. And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
Count it!
Yeah, he's still a youngster, but MP shows he's ready for the big moments.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Here's Brunson. Here's Towns. Money.
Absolutely amazing. This young man is so money, and his teammates absolutely love him. Karl Anthony Towns, a.k.a. Big Cat.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
At the line for two, Luka Doncic.
First free throw is good, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
Here's Towns. Yes!
Such good vision from Brunson. He's able to spot a guy ready to attack.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
His fourth personal foul. The fourth team foul.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
Taking 2 shots.
And he does get the second one. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. Brunson against Doncic. Here's Okogie. And here's Brunson from the arc. It's not going to go for him. So it's a narrow victory for the Lakers. Pulling it out for the W. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee. Good.
Earned that one. MP got the job done tonight, as usual. They're a good team, but we got you. So we're going to win.
What's up, FP?
These are the games you have to win to be taken seriously.
Ranger fans, coming up, mini basketball night. Be among the first 10,000 to take home the very own mini basketball. Looking for tickets to not the Lakers home game? Visit any ticket booth in the arena. Also, you can go to the website or the mobile app. The National Basketball Association of Los Angeles Lakers recommends to sing and enjoyable sports.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for LeBron James.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Johnson and Wembanyama make up the 4 and the 5. De'Aaron Fox out there with Castle. And it's Vassell in at the small forward spot. And for the Lakers, we've got Santi Aldama. MP out there with Doncic. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's LeBron in at the 3 spot. Stan, what are you keeping your eye on here as we go down the stretch of the season?
Well, I like the battle for playoff positioning and seeding. I think home court is really, really important, especially, Kevin, and you've done a lot of them. When you get to Game 7 in a series, you want that on your home floor.
And these home games have been very important to MP this season. He wants his squad to be seen as one of the toughest and most reliable home teams in the NBA.
I got to say, MP has been a rock at home for his team and these fans. He's shown tremendous focus and determination in defending the home court. And you can tell his efforts are inspiring his teammates.
So it's the Spurs now. Fox passes to Johnson. Vassell outside. A pass to Fox. To the middle. Here's Castle. Rebound by Brook Lopez. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Lakers. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
Well, this has to be a frustrating loss because they actually played well, but it still wasn't enough for them to get the win.
The all-time leader in NBA wins, of course, the great Spurs coach, Greg Popovich. So here is a guy who's a peer. What makes him so special, Stan?
Well, first of all, Greg Popovich is not a peer of mine, Kevin. I would never be that presumptuous. This guy is an absolute in the coaching world. I think from the outside, I think what makes him so special is he's never looked at himself that way. He's never rested on his laurels. He's a guy that's always evolving and trying to get better.
Love that assessment, but I do think you're his peer.
Not in any way.
They get it back. And Aldama slams it in.
Yeah, terrific work by Aldama to save that possession.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. Now, I asked him the approach they're going to take with De'Aaron Fox, and Coach said that Fox's speed is the big challenge. He said, we're dealing with maybe the fastest player in the league, so we've got to be high energy. defensive end. They know they have their work cut out for them. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Pass to Castle. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Instinctively, too, Fox there looking to be a ball mover, a facilitator.
MP way outside. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox. To the inside, Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
That is a tough shot.
And it's Fox with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up. And it's made him much more dangerous. Offensively.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Castle misses. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Another miss by MP.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Here's Vassell. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Yeah, and that mid-range shot is really Vassell's primary weapon.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Vanderbilt's checked in for Lopez. Royce O'Neal comes in for Santi Aldama. Norman Powell's checked in for James. And it's Austin Reeves in for MP. The Spurs also changing it up. Harris is checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Jeremy Sohan comes in for Keldon Johnson. Hardaway is subbed in. Los Angeles with some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. LeBron comes in for Royce O'Neal. And MP subbed in for Luka Doncic. Lakers have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Austin Reeves out there with MP. Then it's James. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Lopez in at center. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against Toronto got the job done. He finished with 19 points and a couple of boards as well. The latest chapter in what's been a great string of games from him. He'll be looking to add on to it tonight. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, D.A. Win or lose, Greg, it's amazing the impact he can have on the game.
Yeah, in that last one, he was making plays all over the court. No one could match up with it.
And the important thing now is to keep that momentum going. You want a player building on his positive results.
Stan, we talk about this every night. So much great young talent coming into the NBA. Is there one player, though, in particular, who right now stands out to you?
But I have to say, Kevin, Victor Wembanyama, I don't know that we have ever seen a guy of that size do the things that he does. Now, you can say, well, what about Nikola Jokic? Well, Nikola Jokic, first of all, is not Victor Wembanyama's size. And then Victor's handle and his length, the guy's incredible. He's going to be the face of the NBA for a long, long time.
MP. No good. San Antonio leading by 3. Pass to Castle. Misses the 3.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Here's MP. MP keeping his balance right there.
Yeah, look at the soft delivery for MP. Floating it up there.
Outside Hardaway. San Antonio again missing. LA has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Sinks the triple.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Here's Branham. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Santi Aldama's checked in for the Lakers. Luka Doncic comes in for Powell. The Spurs also with the sub. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Sohan. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And so, MV will bring it up for L.A. They beat the Spurs during their last encounter in San Antonio.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
And they came away with a win last time in large part due to their depth. Great game from their bench.
Pass to Wembanyama. Outside Hardaway. Off target from three-point range.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Looking to end the run, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
Always good to see Hardaway not sitting back and attacking the rim.
51 seconds left in the second quarter. Hardaway against Doncic. Over Hardaway. Doncic, no good.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
And just beating the open man. Nice recognition there from Vassell.
Doncic kicks to MP. To the paint. Inside, MP gets it.
Yeah, he's picking it up here in the second quarter after a slow start.
Hardaway with a wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark. Down low, here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? And Hardaway gets it to go.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
MP has been leading the charge for the Lakers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Back to the action in just a minute.
Thanks for joining us for this fun-filled burst of basketball bliss. We kick off tonight's show with the power rankings across the league.
checking out Los Angeles. They've impressed me since the last rankings. They may have a higher ceiling than I thought.
Yeah, they're putting it together, man. Could be interesting.
As we shift our focus now to the Spurs, it's a tight one after 2 quarters of play.
I'm impressed they're still in this. They've done some good things tonight, but the three-point
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. MP really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room because you're right. He's the problem right now.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Spurs shooting around 41% on the night. Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Johnson and Wembanyama make up the 4 and the 5. Fox is out there with Castle. And it's Vassell in at the 3. Boom, he jams it straight down.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
And now we've got some time to check in from the... sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talent, so you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, DA. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is 1 of 1. Hey, thank you for the report. Here's Fox driving to the basket, and it's Fox with the jam.
And just maybe the quickest player in the league. Fox can get to the bucket at will. Better bring some help when he's driving.
Lopez finds MP. It's good. MP's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, Fox has got great leaping ability, and he likes to get up off the ground there for the flush.
Inside, here's MP. Rebounded by Castle. The Spurs have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Vassell wide open. Off target with his 3. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Whoa.
Austin Reeves is checked in for Santi Aldama. Let's see the stat sheet here for Luka Doncic.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Here's Wembanyama. One of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
More good work on... the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for